Okay. Hey everybody, I'm here with my friend Bruce, who is also one of my squad mates on Fortnite now. I finally got him to play. Uh, but I saw some interesting stuff online today. Some stuff was sent to me, and I wanted to talk about it. But this is going to be a little more informal than usual. I haven't been around as much lately, and that's because I like to do a lot of streams that I have like a clear goal and a purpose and like a document that I'm reading. But it's been hard to do that and keep up with work and everything else. So I kind of, when somebody said this to me today, I was like, you know what? Why don't I just jump on and talk about it and not plan and just see what happens? And I didn't want to talk to myself. So Bruce is graciously here to keep me company.
You have clear goals in your life, Lauren, because I need to learn how to do that.
When I come onto streams, totally. I'm usually reading a document or watching a video or something or talking about a case. I'm just like, no, you know what? This time people are being crazy. Let's just talk about people being crazy for a second. Hold on, let me pull this up. While I'm doing that. I went to see the new Spider-Man movie with my family tonight. I don't know if anybody's a Spider-Man fan here, but it's a good movie. I'm not going to say anything to spoil it for anybody, but Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. So, Bruce, you.
Why is Spider-Man your favorite superhero?
I don't know. I guess I always, to be honest, I think the games were the most fun when I was a kid. The Spider-Man games.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a reason. I was just wondering if you did.
No, I don't have like a really specific reason because they've had so many different Spider-Mans over the years, and my favorite is actually like everybody else's least favorite. I liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and that's like everybody's least favorite, but
really?
I really liked that one. I don't know why. I just thought he was like awkward and funny in the role and stuff. So, anyways, that's why I'm a little late tonight. I went out with my family to watch that, and then it was pouring down rain, and I had to drive 20 minutes home. So, yeah. So no, not secret lunches. So speaking of the secret lunches that you see in the title here, why don't we just jump right into that, and I'll explain to you what's going on here. So, as a lot of you know, there are a lot of people on the internet who have some interesting ideas about what I do with my free time. I don't know why. I'm not like a big influencer who has like a huge reach or anything like that, but I've come to learn that you cannot have any kind of following without also having people who want to antagonize you or who don't like you. It's just the way of life, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I think even Bruce has had some trolls here and there.
Well, here's the thing. Because I've mostly covered this, what is it, Clayton Echard paternity case.
A lot of people here know that one, yeah.
So I have like 3,000 subscribers because I don't really want a channel. I just make videos because there's an itch in my brain and I just got to make a video every now and then.
Yeah.
And there's been like 3 troublemakers. So 1 out of 1,000, that's not bad.
I don't count, so 2.
I mean, maybe, okay, 4 troublemakers if we include you. It's not bad. It's a good audience.
Okay, so let me pull this up here, this Reddit post that we're going to go over. But before we do that, and I'm not going to go look at these. So there are certain subreddits that I won't go on. It's not good for me. I don't want to look at them. I know that they are full of people who like make up all kinds of crazy shit. And so I don't like to look at it. It's very negative and it makes me feel like, ew. So I don't read them. But first, before we go over that Reddit post, I will read you the screenshot that kind of prompted me to think like, maybe I have some things to say about this. So a friend of mine sent me this yesterday, actually. Let's see. I will read you the comment that kind of got me like, this is a little unhinged. And they're talking about me. It says, it's clear she's been asked to talk about it by the Valdonis. They're talking about this James Scott case. But yeah, in this case, I'm talking about the other one. They're accusing someone else as well. And then somebody says, she was seemingly invited to lunch by Jamie Heath to thank her for supporting them.
Whoa.
Now, I just want to be very clear about this. I have never laid eyes upon Jamie Heath in person. I have never had any correspondence with Jamie Heath. He has never sent me a message. He has never so much as looked in my direction. So, like, I don't know where these people get their information, but just to set the stage here, these are some really delusional people. And they repeat this stuff over and over again in comment sections, and they just believe each other. And so it just becomes a fact to them. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
So you haven't been invited to lunch?
No. I would totally go if I was. To be clear, like, there's nothing wrong with that. If anyone wants to go to lunch with Jamie Heath, I think you should do it, and I would too. But that definitely hasn't happened. So.
Not even a Culver's gift card.
No, dude. No. No, despite what people believe, I'm not being paid or getting any sort of kicks. Oh, hello. You can join us if you want, Bacon Bears. I don't know if you're busy or not. I know you were just on stream.
Ooh.
Lauren's not spending her time renting studio planes for her travel videos. Jesus. Do I even do travel videos? I think I posted a video of like whales when I was in Australia, but that was it. So anyways, that was bizarre. And it's not the first time I've heard something stupid like that come from this like group of people. I heard them also say that several other people were invited to lunch with Justin Baldoni, and I was like, do you guys just think like people are out here having conspiracy lunches? Is that like a special activity that you think we do together? Because like I really haven't been able to coordinate or talk to anybody all that much at all. I haven't been following a lot of stuff that's been happening online at all because I've been so busy with work and with my family and just taking care of personal stuff. And it's like, I don't know where these people get these ideas in their head, but I'm pretty sure like everybody has a life and you're just kind of like guessing what's going on there.
I mean, if you are going to hang out with people, lunch is a good place to do it because, you know, dinner, that sounds very serious, right? And
dude, I do not want to. No, it's a no. I'm not socializing in the middle of the day. Fuck that.
And breakfast, nobody goes out to breakfast. You'd go out to brunch. Brunch, that has to be like Sunday. It's tough to schedule. So lunch, I think, I mean, this is why we've seen a motion to compel lunch once or twice in the past, right?
Oh, Sarah says, my boyfriend and best friend. I didn't know you and Sarah were best friends.
Oh, yeah. We get around.
What's up, she says, meanwhile, I'm playing Fortnite alone. Oh, no. When I get off of this stream, I will join you if you're still on, but you might be asleep. Okay. Right, so let me pull up this Reddit post that I want to talk about, right?
Oh, very good.
And this is on the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit. I don't use Reddit a whole lot anymore, but I did see this today. This is a subreddit that is a designated, you know, space for supporting Justin, right? And so obviously that extends to his family. And in this subreddit, somebody had posted something that Justin's dad was talking about. And they posted here like, oh, I contacted, you know, Justin's dad on LinkedIn, and he, you know, sent me something to post or whatever. Like there's nothing untoward going on there. And it has nothing to do with Justin, actually, or Blake. It was this case that Omar and I talked about James Scott, who just came up for his first parole hearing after 33 years for, you know, causing a flood. And we don't know how that's turned out yet. It's going to be a while before he gets a decision. But I had talked to the author of the book Damned to Eternity. His name's Adam Pitlock. He's been following James's case for a long time. And I also talked to Blake Babson, who's making a movie about James's story. And that is how a lot of people found out about that. Is like Omar and I did interviews and posted them online. And then Sam at some point had posted a reel about it. And then these people kind of went off on a conspiracy about how Justin Baldoni is secretly setting up a big next move or something. I was like, this literally had nothing to do with Justin whatsoever.
Well, how did you find out about this case, Lauren?
I mean, I talked to Sam. I do talk to Sam, and it's something that he was interested in, and he like has friends in the, you know, industry. So obviously he met Blake Babson, who's making a movie. And I was like, well, I'm interested in this. Can I talk to Adam, the author of the book? And then he also connected me with Blake. And so I talked to them, and I did an interview with them. It had nothing to do with you know, Blake Lively or Justin Baldoni, or I never said Blake Lively or Justin Baldoni or anything about the Baldonis and anything in the post.
Yeah.
It didn't get very many views, but it was something that I cared about. You know, it was something that I was interested in. It was like, so my
video you did.
My friend told me about this, and it was something that I was interested in, and I wanted to follow along. And I think that Adam is a really great guy. He was James' advocate in the parole hearing, because James' family has passed away while he's been behind bars. He didn't really have anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I guess,
kind of
how did you find out about the case originally? Maybe it's irrelevant, but I don't
No,
understand.
I found out about it from Sam. Like, he told me like this was something he was following, and I was like, oh, tell me more about that.
So that's where you first learned about this case.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, yeah, okay. I talked to somebody that I like, and he told me about this case, and I was like, oh, tell me more about that. And then he mentioned Adam. He mentioned Babs. He calls him Blake, and I was like, can you connect me with Adam? I would like to talk to him and see what he has to say about this. And that's how we all got in touch. So, like, I just don't think there's anything conspiratorial about that. Nobody mentioned Blake Lively at any point in time. This was not a big money maker. Like, it was just something that I, learned about through somebody that I like. And I, found out, and I was like, you know what? Maybe this is something I'm interested in looking into. And not everything that I decide I want to look into or talk about is going to be like a big explosive viral story. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean I don't want to give it my attention or time. I think that if you're somebody who does this either for a living or for fun, you should always talk about things that you care about, because then if you strike out and people don't really listen or watch, it's like, it's not a waste of time because you're talking about things that matter to you. So.
And nobody asked you to make a video on YouTube.
No.
Make a video with Omar on YouTube or.
No, I mean, I reached out to Adam and Babs and Omar and was like, "Do you guys want to do this together?" So, okay. And I actually reached out to like some other people too, and was like, "Hey, do you want to look into this story with me, or do you want to stream on it?" And unfortunately, I was a little crunched for time. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to do before his parole hearing that I wasn't able to do, just because I have work all day and all that, and then I had some family stuff going on. My mom was out for the count. My dad needed help, so it just didn't have time. But I was reaching out to people and trying to drum up some support for the guy, because after being behind bars for 33 years for like causing a flood, which I think is bizarre, if you listen to the video, it explains why. I thought that he deserved to have some support since he didn't have any family, and it seemed like bizarre. He seemed like he was scapegoated for an insurance plot. And that's just kind of like so unrelated to anything that these people are talking about in the Blake Lively subreddits, that it's like trying to make this about Blake Lively or some sort of smear campaign against Blake Lively is so. I'm just like, the dots aren't connecting.
So what's the I don't know, conspiracy theory that connects these things?
Unclear.
Unclear. Or
yeah.
What's the value to I guess Justin Baldoni for this?
He has nothing to do with it. There is no value to him. He's I've never spoken to Justin, so I have no idea. These people just made it up. That's why we're talking about this. It's like they just made up this story where they think this is Justin's next big move, and I'm like, dude, I've literally never spoken to that man. So.
Okay, so you're interested in the case, and through the connections you already have, you're using that to learn more about the case. Is that
correct? Yeah.
What I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Which is pretty normal. Like, everybody goes through life and you use your personal network. Like, I have a lot of management videos. One of my management videos is about how if you're searching for a new job or an opportunity in your career, leaning on your network of people and people you've worked with because they have experience with you is better than just sort of like looking for cold open job openings, right?
Yeah.
So networking is pretty neutral, right?
No, there's nothing like weird about that. Like, that happens every day. People do that all the time. That's how you find out about things. It's how you like, especially if you're somebody who gets into stories and makes content, it's like you have to talk to people and figure out what you want to do next and that kind of thing. Elsie Jack says he's tweeting about Bocce too. Yeah, I know Bocce also talked about this story a little bit, and so he's also going after her. I was like, dude, like, do you have anything else to do? Honestly. But yeah, it's just weird to try to link this into some sort of conspiracy theory against Blake Lively. Like I said, this is about a guy who spent 33 years in prison in another state, who does not know Justin or Sam or anybody else. And I talked to the author of the book. I talked to the guy who's putting together the film. None of those people have anything to do with anyone involved in this, like, Justin and Blake saga at all. And yet here we are, where we're being accused of some sort of weird conspiracy theory. So, yeah, it's just very odd. But
well, you know, it's Friday.
Yeah. So, I guess this was posted like yesterday, but I don't follow the guy. So the only reason I saw this was because it was on this subreddit.
Okay.
Screenshots were posted. Let's see.
And who posted this on Reddit? This isn't you posting this, is it?
No, this dude calls himself ex-patriarch. I've seen him on Nick Viall's show, and his name, I guess they said his name there was Brent.
I meant the post about the tweet.
Post about the tweet?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like you were in a subreddit.
Oh, this is the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit.
Yeah. But who posted it there?
One of the mods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he says Reddit sub dedicated to Justin Baldoni openly admits they're promoting content as requested by the Baldoni family. So this mod, who I told about the case, had, I guess, reached out to Sam after she saw his reel or something like that, and then said, I don't know exactly what she said. I think he puts a screenshot of it in here. Hang on, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, she sends Sam a message. Says, "Hi Sam, thank you for accepting my connection request. I'm a mod of Team Justin Baldoni on Reddit, and just posted your link about the James Scott case and Lauren Neidigh's video on it. Wanted to give you a heads up. Hope you and your family are doing well." Sam says, "Thanks, great reporting." He also says, "Here's a link to an expert from the James Scott case. Share it if you can. His hearing is in 2 days." So, like, that's not a conspiracy. What is going on here? She reached out to him, connected with him, was like, "Hey, I saw your post," or whatever. What did she say exactly? Just posted your link about the James Scott case and Lauren's video on it. And then it's just like, that's apparently a conspiracy against Blake Lively and proof of SEO manipulation in the smear campaign. What?
Well, it's covering a new case, right? Like, this is what happens. You move on, right? One case also, ends, and another case maybe.
Yeah. Also, like, these people can't help it if people, reach out to them and they're being friendly back. It's not like he didn't go to the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit and be like, "This is me, Sam, this is me, Justin, whoever, and will you please post more about," you know what I mean? Like, somebody reached out to him, said, "I posted the link to your video on this sub, and I posted Lauren's video." That's it. So
yeah, they're not in some sort of quarantine.
No, dude, it's really weird.
Okay,
it's really weird. I've never, like I said, met Justin, talked to Justin, anything like that, and so I've talking to his parents and casually and politely is not a crime. I like them. I think they seem like good people, and I totally support their family. So it's just kind of weird to see this popping up and trying to make something totally unrelated about Blake Lively, and it's kind of creepy. Just because I've blocked this guy a long time ago, but he seems to follow everything that I do, and he'll post screenshots of my tweets or whatever sometimes, and along with other people's, and be like, "See, it's a smear campaign because I share an opinion that other people also have amongst the hundreds of thousands or millions of people who have been watching these cases." And I'm like, dude, this is not a unique opinion. Why are you paying so much attention to me? It's weird.
Well, just to, because I like to sort of do a devil's advocate or explore. Let's say that somebody, so there's this subreddit that you were showing, right? Let's say somebody from this Justin Baldoni camp asked people to help them share content there. Let's say they did what this person is accusing them of. What's the problem with that?
I don't think there is one. Is the thing.
Okay. So,
there's not a problem. Literally nothing, because this has nothing to do with their son. It has nothing to do with their son's case. It's totally random, in relation to the case. And just kind of why do you care so much? Why do you care so much? And the truth is because the well has dried up and they have nothing else to talk about. And so he's scraping the barrel, trying to find content and trying to find anything he can to implicate people he doesn't like. And I'm like, dude, just learn to stop paying so much attention to people you don't like. It's not that big of a deal. Like I said, I blocked this guy. I don't watch his content. I don't seek him out. It's just this was posted on this sub today. So I was like, okay, fine. Yeah.
Well, very good.
Jill points out, so no Baldoni may ever be communicated with
Yeah.
without it turning into some kind of subversive campaign.
That's what I was saying. They're not in some sort of weird quarantine. I don't know, embargo.
Well,
They're not. There's no embargo on.
The problem that you're having right now is the same problem that I was having right now, is where I try to understand these people and where they're coming from, but there's no explanation that makes sense because it's just diluted.
Yeah. Well, all right. What can you do? Just ignore
not
them, I
much
guess.
other than talk about it on the stream. So hang on, let me move this back.
Let's go back to Fortnite.
Okay. So here was the post, I guess, that she shared, right? The one we just talked about. And then this guy says, we may possibly have our first hint of Justin Baldoni's first post-it-ins with us project, An Act of God. And this is like a Third Coast film is not Justin's company. It's Babs' company, the guy that I interviewed and talked to. Like, it's his company. It has nothing to do with Justin. It's his project. This is something that they're passionate about, and they wanted to bring to people that they've been researching for years, working on for years, and they're just like, oh, this must be Justin Baldoni's next project. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is so bizarre. It hasn't been publicly announced yet, likely because they understand having a sexual predator attached to your film might be bad for business. First of all, Justin is not a sexual predator, and second, he literally posted a screenshot or a link to the public announcement right there. Right there.
Yeah, I mean,
right there.
I mean, I'm going to do my best Jack Fox impersonation and say the first word I see here that stands out to me is first hint, which is not a strong statement, right? That's like a guess. I don't know. It's not even a good guess.
Yeah.
A first hint. So that's not very solid. But then in the second sentence, it says likely because. So they're using an ly word to try to strengthen it up after the initial statement is very not strong.
No. Right.
So the language here just doesn't work for me.
You know, the whole thing is just really strange. All right. I don't know if that screenshot is okay. On July 16th, Justin's father, Sam, posted to Instagram the story of James Scott, currently serving a life sentence after being convicted of causing a massive flood in Missouri in 1993. Sam has not discussed Scott previously. Right. Like nobody in that family has said much on social media at all because they get harassed by creeps like this. So, like, that's not surprised at all. Like, the lawsuit is over. He should be able to move on with his life. He wasn't even a part of the lawsuit. Like, I'm not surprised by that at all. Also, the day that was posted was the anniversary of the flood. So it was a significant date. That's why they chose that date. It's not rocket science. But if you don't know what you're talking about and you just, flap your asshole, then I guess this makes sense.
So wait, so what events correlate with the July 16? Is it
that was the anniversary of the flood that he was said to have caused?
Okay.
So that was the anniversary of the Great Flood.
And you were saying there's a hearing coming up, or
it already happened last week. So there's nothing coming up right now. They're just waiting to get an answer on whether or not he'll be paroled or not.
But that was after July 16th, right?
Yes.
So on July 16th, that was an event that was imminent.
It was the anniversary date of the flood that he was said to have caused. So that was a significant date to that.
Yeah, and the hearing was imminent.
Yes, correct. The hearing was shortly after that.
So it makes sense that somebody might want to talk about it, given that there's an anniversary, one, and number two, there's an important event coming up.
Right. Okay. Also, I interviewed Adam like 2 days before I posted my video, I think. So like I didn't even do it on the same day as this guy. I just happened to post it on the same day. So they were kind of like, this is a conspiracy or something. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, no one fucking cares. All right. Also on July 16th, the moderator for the r/Team Justin Baldoni subreddit posted a 1,300-word essay about James Scott's case and included links to Sam and Lauren's coverage to amplify causes that matter to the Baldoni family. So the subreddit is Team Justin Baldoni.
Yeah.
Posting content about causes that matter to the Baldoni family is pretty par for the course on the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit. This is not...
They're not robbing a bank.
No. No, and they didn't post it on like a subreddit about the lawsuit. They didn't post it anywhere that had anything to do with Blake Lively. It was like, so Justin's family member is posting about this case, and this is for fans of Justin and his family. Let's post about it. And like I showed you the message that she sent him before she shared this post. It's not, again, it's not fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like this is just weird. She saw his post. I had told her about the case because I talked to her. You know, we've never met in person or anything like that, but I talked to her online, you know, and so she, you know, posted about it on the subreddit. It's not, again, it's this is like not like a weird, crazy thing to do. So people are interested in this subreddit. People on this subreddit are intentionally like wanting to hear about Justin and his family. This was a cause that was important to them. Time to get over it. If you don't like that, don't follow the subreddit. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's not a crime. All right. So he shows that, and it says 2 days later. Oh no. July 18th, another pro Baldoni content creator, Bocce Gohawks, posted a video about her having a conversation with her hairstylist about the James Scott case. Oh no. Oh no. What do we do? So first of all, another pro Baldoni content creator is like half of the content creators you'll see online. Like, also, Bocce and I are like, we don't know each other super well, right? But we're friendly. I was the one who reached out to her about the case.
Right on.
That was me. That was me. I was the one who reached out and initiated that contact. It's like, okay. Oh my god. But Bocce like messaged me about this. She saw this, I guess, or somebody told her about this morning, and I was just like, dude, you realize that I was the one who reached out to you. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. She's just a nice, normal person who's just talking about stuff online that she's interested in, because she heard about it from a friend. You know, it's not that big of a deal. I think she's also, you know, made a post, or she was thinking about making a post about this, but I don't know if she has. So I don't want to say anything more for her. I think she wants to talk about her experience in her own words if she decides to do that. But my own words are, this is fucking delusional. What are you doing, bro? Two people who like each other and share the same opinion on something that they've been invested in for the last 2 years are talking about the same thing and might have a mutual connection. What the fuck? Like, this is the craziest shit.
I mean, how dare somebody talk to their hairstylist?
Dude, the thing is, I didn't even. I didn't even see
campaign.
I didn't even see her post. So, like, when she messaged me about that this morning, I was just like, "Did you even talk about it?" So this guy, like,
you didn't even know
about this, but like, I didn't even see this guy's. Like I said, I blocked him everywhere, so I don't see this guy's social media posts. I just saw it because it was posted in this subreddit, and because she had messaged me this morning, I was just kind of like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Also, if this was somehow some sort of like planned conspiracy activity, it was a massive fail because like it didn't get that much reach. And like I said, I think that it's important to talk about things that you are passionate about, that you care about. And I think that for me, that's people who are falsely accused in the justice system, and when the justice system gets things wrong. And so that's why I wanted to really lean into it, and that's why I thought other people would be interested in it. That's why we talked about it. I don't know like what else to say other than, you know, there's nothing here that's going on even laid out all like this. Like, everything's out in the open. There's nothing here that's like weird and sketchy. It's just normal people behavior.
And so, I suppose, I mean, you know, you talked about the case. That doesn't mean that somebody has to agree with you about the case, right? So if somebody, you know, if you have an opinion about the case in your commentary, that doesn't mean that somebody else has to have the same conclusion, right?
Yeah. Well, so also what we'll get to here is I obviously don't agree with this guy about Justin Baldoni or Blake Lively, right? But like, we're going to get to something here where he says basically if anyone from Lively's camp, you know, talked to content creators, and it's like, first of all, content creators like Bethany Frankel and others have come out and said that Blake Lively's camp contacted them and asked them to give positive content for her. Second, I don't give a shit. I do not care. Like, if this guy were to talk to Blake Lively's family, I don't need to know. Like, what do you want me to do with that information? Cool. Have a good time. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, why would I care about that? This is weird to fixate on. So I don't know. I don't know if this guy has a job or what, but like, he has way too much free time apparently. So I understand like following a case, right? And putting a lot of work into that when it's something that's important to you. And even if I don't agree with your opinion, if it's something that you're passionate about, I understand putting a lot of work into that. But just like stalking random influencers and family members of someone that you don't like, that's a step in the wrong direction, if you ask me.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense to point out potential double standards, right? Which is what it sounds like you're describing to me, but it sounds like a speculative conclusion because...
Right. Well, it is. And then like all of this is like, just like the lunch thing. It's like, they're just like randomly guessing, like, what could be happening right now? Lauren's not online. She must be at lunch with Justin or Jamie. It's like, dude, I'm in Florida doing my job. One of my jobs. Like, leave me alone. I don't know who you want. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. Justin Baldoni and his team deploying content creators like this mod, the one that posted the thing, who claims to work in PR. She works in marketing. So like, she doesn't work for them, right? But she works in marketing, right? So whatever. To seed content, influence algorithms, and AstroTurf support for his talking points is neither new nor shocking. It is, however, curious, what's the James Scott connection? And that right there is where he should have stopped, thought about that, and said, maybe I shouldn't make a long ranting post about how this is connected to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, because there is no connection. Justin Baldoni and his team deploying content creators like this mod. So like I said, like, we don't know Justin. Justin hasn't talked to us. He hasn't asked us to do anything. No money has changed hands. However, we do have verified people who have put out there on the record recently that Blake Lively's team reached out to them and asked them to make content that was favorable to her. So this guy is always telling on himself. Also, he and Ryan Reynolds literally follow each other. And you don't see me out here like making posts about how Ryan must be paying him, or he must be talking on behalf of Ryan, or this or that, because that's totally like, I don't have any evidence to support that other than they follow each other. So I'm not going to make an accusation like that. I can suspect all I want, but I don't put it out there into the universe because that's irresponsible unless I have some proof. So this is just weird.
Where does this astroturfing come from for this flooding case? Because my thought was or my understanding was that astroturfing was maybe like a bunch of fake accounts posting the same exact thing. So it looks like 12 people agree when maybe it's only one real person. Yeah,
there were not many of us.
Is there any evidence of astroturfing in this flooding case?
No.
Okay, so we don't know where that comes from.
Yeah. No, it's like if you're not local, I guess, to that area, you're not hearing much about the case. But I, have, and I've said this openly before, so this is not a secret, which is why I think this is also so funny, because he was like trying to connect the dots on his corkboard with the string and all that. And I was like, I've openly said that I've talked to Justin's parents. I like them. I think they're good people. Happy to talk to them again. Like I don't feel ashamed at all that I like learned about something through Sam Baldoni and was like, well, tell me more about this. I would like to learn more. Yeah. And I continued to do my own research and talk to the author, to talk to the person who's going to make the movie. The author gave me the number for somebody who's working on a documentary about this that I want to get in touch with to talk about some of that stuff. So like,
cool.
That's
not networking.
Yeah, that's not anything to do with this case that this guy is obsessed with making everything about.
I do like a good yarn map though on the wall. I will say.
Okay. I think he used all his yarn on me, dude.
Now, do we get an answer? Like, what is this? I can't really read it, but it looks like there's a little picture under the question about the connection. Do we get an answer to what the connection is? Oh,
he says, what's the James Scott connection? And then the screenshot says Blake Lively racist, Blake Lively lies, Blake Lively white feminism. This is this person's opinion about Blake Lively. That's all that they're showing.
Okay, so that's not a James Scott connection.
No, and this is a post from a year ago. This comment you can see in the screenshot is 1 year old. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so he can't find the connection because there isn't one.
Oh.
And so he makes one up, is what's going to happen next. He creates one out of thin air. He says, Third Coast Films is based in Nashville. Justin is also based in Nashville. In fact, they're 30 minutes from each other. Filmmaker Blake Babson is following both Sam and Justin. And the thing is, like, Justin moved to Nashville relatively recently. And Blake knows James, Scott, has talked to James, has been working on this for years, long before Justin moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
So this is just stupid. It's
totally
speculative. He's just making it up. He literally made this up and started stating it as a fact.
This is sort of the correlation does not imply causation idea. Okay.
Oh no, somebody moved to Nashville. Do you know how many people go to Nashville?
I mean, Dave Neal's
creators
in Nashville.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Dave moved to Nashville. Lots of people moved to Nashville. Especially if you're like in entertainment, you don't want to live in LA, go to Nashville. It's a great place. I wouldn't live there, but I like to visit, so it's fine. All right. Anyways, he decides that this is some sort of connection between Justin and Blake Babson and them. And like, okay, so Blake Babson, who is friends with Sam, follows Sam's son on social media. Is that shocking? Who's also a famous actor. All right. He says again, it seems likely, so we're at the likely again, that Sam Baldoni's sudden interest in a 30-year-old case is because of a personal connection to the forthcoming movie, and that the Baldoni name will be attached in some capacity, rather than a newly discovered love of true crime. So the thing is, like I said, Sam wasn't posting much on social media, and I don't blame him for that. I can only speculate, really. I've never asked him, if he stopped posting because of a lawsuit, but I assume and I believe that he probably stopped posting because of all of the crazy harassing shit that was being said about their family online. But him posting on the anniversary of the flood about a case that he's passionate about is not some sort of weird plot. I have no idea if Sam will be involved with the film or not. I know that he cares about James and James getting his freedom, but I have no idea if Sam will have anything to do with the film. I know that Blake has been working on it for a long, long time, like this story, getting in touch with James, learning about his case, following along with everything. So I don't know what to say. Like, I talked to the people who could tell you the most about this story, who have interacted with James, who know him, who believe his innocence, and who can give you the most information. But yet they're trying to make this about the Baldoni family. And I don't think the Baldoni family wants that. I don't think they want James' case to be about them. I think I think Sam, can't speak for anyone else in that family, wants the case to be about James and getting his freedom, right? So. Okay, almost done here. This guy's long-winded too.
Okay, and the hearing was on July 22nd. All right.
Yes, yeah. So it was a little over a week ago. This also shows Baldoni and his team have been working closely with the misogyny slop ecosystem, targeting and harassing any woman who speaks against Baldoni. At any time, they could have asked them to stop. They did not. So let's hold on. And then at the bottom here, you can't really see it. All of it happened with Justin's explicit approval. You can't see it because of the cover up here, but I can read it right there.
I can see the end of it.
Again, I have never spoken to Justin. Justin has never asked me to do anything. Justin has never told me to do anything. I've never met Justin in person. We've never hung out. He's never messaged me. Like, what are you guys doing? This is
Lauren,
weird.
What is a misogyny slop ecosystem? What does it even mean?
It's a thing that people throw around, like really pro Blake Lively people will throw around to say, like, if you don't believe Blake Lively's story, you're part of the misogyny slop ecosystem. So basically anyone who disagrees with them is misogyny slop.
So it's a pejorative rhetorical label. My red flags always go off whenever I see a label that I don't really completely understand what its purpose is, but it sounds like it's for the purpose of being a pejorative. Like if you say, oh, so-and-so's in a cult, it's a pejorative, because how do you tell if any arbitrary person out there that might be following a case or talking about a case is part of a cult or a misogyny slop ecosystem? I don't know. It's
basically any woman or man, I guess, who talks about these cases or world issues or whatever, who disagrees with them. If you disagree with them, you're part of the misogyny slop ecosystem.
Okay.
Evidence doesn't matter. They don't have conversations about evidence. They don't have conversations about why people feel the way that they feel. They just say it's misogyny slop. They just label it that, slap it, move on with your life, right? It's that easy. It's harder to try to understand people and where they're coming from. They're not going to do that.
I mean, we've seen some citations of evidence like, hey, here was something posted on Reddit. Here's another. Lauren made a video. These are facts. I think the problem is somebody's starting with the conclusion that there must be something nefarious happening, and then cherry picking, or at least trying to slot in the evidence that they have to fit that conclusion, as opposed to coming up with a hypothesis and then trying to rule out the hypothesis, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, this saying all of it happened with Justin's explicit approval is fucking crazy. We don't know Justin. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Weird.
At any time they could have asked them to stop, they did not. Does anybody online is anybody online supposed to be contacted by the public figures that they're talking about to stop talking about things? Because that would make public figures very fucking busy.
Wait, you know? Who asked who? Wait, who didn't ask who to stop what?
He thinks that the Baldoni family, and mind you, this is about James Scott case, but he's trying to make it about Blake Lively. So he says the Baldoni family should have contacted people and told them to stop talking about Blake. A public figure who brought a public lawsuit that was blasted in the New York Times for millions of people to read.
Why would anybody do that?
They wouldn't. That's not normal.
Okay.
Yeah, but this guy's just fucking weird. And the thing is, like, I don't know this guy. I don't want to interact with him. I'm not going to bother him. If he's saying stuff like this that I feel like is kind of slanderous, then I will address it if it's going to affect other people. If it's just me, it's like, whatever. But if it's going to affect other people, then I will try to talk about it. But, like, for the most part, like, I think he has a lot of shitty opinions, but that's his right. He's allowed to say that if he wants to. Sure. And it's like, I don't have to listen to it. I don't have to participate in it. I can just move on with my life. But this guy has a real problem doing that for some reason. So he's obsessing over every woman on this side of things that doesn't agree with him. And he, like, tries to paint every woman who disagrees with him as some sort of horrible heathen. And, like, the thing is, like, he tries to market himself as some sort of super feminist, whatever, but he actually is quite awful to women who don't eat up his slop. So it's kind of strange. I know what you're thinking.
Oh boy, right. More slop. I don't know. Yeah, you know, I watch a lot of this like flat earth debunking and flat earth debates and things because it's interesting, right? Like, why does somebody believe the earth is flat, right? And that's sort of the thing. You can't really, you know, if you have a debate, the point of the debate is so that you can sharpen the scissors, right, for your own skills, but also inform the audience. The audience and the viewership may learn new things and make up their own mind about something, right? So it's less about convincing the other person directly.
Yeah.
Because you may just not be able to get anywhere with that approach, right?
Yeah.
If someone's unreasonable.
Oh boy. All right. I think we're finally on the last slide of this guy's rant here. He says, just so I'm clear, the narrative here is that Lauren contacted Pitlock and Babson to interview them, scheduled them in a really set video entirely by coincidence on the very same day that Sam Baldoni also happens to post about a 30-year-old case, never before mentioned by anyone connected to Baldoni. So, like he says here, the case is 30 years old, so not a lot of people are randomly posting about it, except for this significant date, which was the anniversary of the flood, and very close to his first parole hearing after 33 years in prison. So that, I'm sure, is why Sam posted on that day. As for me talking to Adam and Blake, yes, I asked Sam to connect me with them. And so I talked to them, I interviewed them, and I said, it's going to take a couple days for me to edit. I'll post this on, you know, whatever day it was. I was like, maybe Thursday or something. And so it took me a couple days to do that. Omar and I actually talked to Adam the same night that I had interviewed him earlier in the day, but I couldn't post the interview that I did with him because it wasn't live until I edited it. So it took a while to do that. So
sure.
Omar and I talked about it a couple days before that. So that was not the first time that I ever mentioned it. Not that it really fucking matters, dude. He says, you notice both posts run to Reddit to write a 1,300-word summary of the case and promote both links. He's talking about this moderator.
Okay.
This is not unusual. She follows me. She follows Sam. She follows, everyone involved in all this stuff. She follows Omar because we talked about the Baldoni case. That's how she found us. It's not like a weird, super unexplainable thing. Like if you follow content creators who talk about a case you're interested in, you're going to see other things they post about. Also, I told her about it. I literally told her about it. I was like, listen, here's this case that I'm, working on. She moderates my subreddit, which I don't look at really. I barely ever posted in it. And that's why I told her about it. I was like, listen, can you post about this for me?
Mm-hmm.
And I've asked her before too, like, can you clear up these like troll comments? Can you get rid of these people? I don't know how to do it. So like I ask her to do stuff like that sometimes. It's not a big deal. She helps me out. Like who fucking cares?
It's networking again.
Right.
Yeah. That's
well, this
fairly
isn't
normal.
just like it's a Reddit page with like 4 followers, right? So like I like, can you post this? Can you post about this to the 4 followers on my subreddit?
Oh boy.
Yeah, and so that's how I like got into talking to her about it. And then she, of course, saw Sam's video. I had talked to her about it, told her the story, and she was, I guess she reached out to him, which I didn't know that she was going to reach out to him, but she did. And then she posted on that subreddit, and she even disclosed, like she disclosed on the post, it wasn't a secret, that she had talked to him or whatever, and that he said, oh, here's this link. Like, who fucking cares? Like, it's just really weird. You asked a mod to mod? Yeah, I did, dude. Lauren, who cares about these crazies? Me when I'm bored. No, so like I said, the only reason I'm really talking about this is because this affects other people. This is slanderous towards other people. Like when this guy just like talks about me, I'm just kind of like, okay, this is just another day in this guy's life, I guess. I clock in for a 9 to 5 and I do my job and I live my life, but I guess this guy just waits for me to say stuff on the internet so that he can talk about something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Then for the first time decided at random, this is worth reaching out to Sam Baldoni about, but not for anything you've done in over a year promoting content about Justin Baldoni and doing SEO manipulation on his behalf. Nobody's doing SEO manipulation on anyone's behalf. There's been a lot of talk about SEO manipulation because of the PR teams involved on both sides. Mm-hmm. But accusing random Reddit users of like running SEO manipulation on behalf of a celebrity is like really strange. Especially one that doesn't get very many views. Like that's not a knock. It's just the truth. Like if it doesn't get that many views, it's not very effective, right? So I don't know, dude. Weird. Okay, he says that's what we're running with here, but also a mod of a sub reaching out to Baldoni's family and promoting content on their behalf is no biggie. We both know if a conversation like this existed between any Blake Lively creator and her team, you guys would be freaking out.
Would we?
Or talking about...
I mean, I wouldn't, because I don't
you guys
follow
would be talking about it for weeks. Okay, you guys would be talking about it for weeks. So the thing is,
do you think that's true, Lauren?
No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a single fuck. Like, if you want to... If you feel like you have something that you want to say that her family has inspired or affected you in some way and you want to reach out and send them a nice message, fucking do it. And then if you want to be their friend or you want to talk to them, do what you want to do. It's not up to me, man. I don't have to like those people, but I don't control everyone in the universe. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, you can't talk to Blake Lively or her family. Like I said earlier, this guy and Ryan Reynolds have been following each other the entire time. This random guy who has nothing to do with the law, he's not a legal expert, he's not a PR expert, anything, was invited on the Vile Files to talk about this case. He and Ryan Reynolds follow each other, mind you, right?
Wait, who went on the Vile Files?
This guy who posted this stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so Nick Viall, out of all the legal commenters, working on the case, out of all the PR people talking about the case, he has this guy this guy who's followed by Ryan Reynolds, come on. And he's very...
they can follow each other, right? I mean, that's not a problem, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. That's kind of the point that I'm making. It's like they follow each other. And so if we're to assume things and assume everything is true based on speculation the way that he does, then I would assume that he's being paid to speak on behalf of the Reynolds. But I don't do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any proof of that. Other than he and Ryan Reynolds follow each other. He doesn't like Justin Baldoni. He went on a podcast that also doesn't like Justin Baldoni. Okay, but I have no evidence of money changing hands or anything of the like. So I don't sit here and say Ryan Reynolds for a fact encouraged this and approved it. He did everything explicitly at his approval. I don't do that. A lot of people do, but I won't do that. But my logic here, what I'm trying to explain here, is that this guy takes the most random, trivial bullshit and tries to connect it to Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni as if I'm somehow in their pocket or people are somehow in their pockets, when there's just as much, if not more, reason to believe, based on his line of thinking, that he is doing the same.
Yeah.
And I just think that the internet is kind of like in this mode where everyone that we disagree with, especially content creators and the like, the instinct is to say, if you like think they're being really like strongly positioned opposite you, is to be like, they're being paid or whatever. Like, every content creator who is monetized on YouTube is getting paid, no matter what their opinion is, if people are watching, right?
Yeah, it's kind of this lazy argument that to try and if somebody has a different opinion, like if you and I disagree,
right,
and instead of trying to convince me why I'm wrong or explain why you have a different opinion, you just say, well, Bruce is just doing what he's doing for clicks and views, right? Like that's the standard line. And it's like, well, do you have an email chain where somebody's like, I'll say XYZ for X dollars or clicks and views or something?
Yeah,
Of course not. It's just another one of these speculative pejoratives.
Yeah.
But what I always wanted to do, Lauren, is like, I always wanted to meet Nick Viall so I could go up to him and accidentally forget his name and call him Blake Moynes. That's what I always wanted to do. And then see how he reacts to that, because I thought that would be funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress.
Anyways, so like the thing is, like, this guy's allowed to interact with people, be connected to people, and then his opinions are his own, right? But if I have an opinion that's opposite of his and I openly admit that, like, I like these people, I want to support them, I'm somehow doing something untoward. It's very weird. I'll also say, like, there have been times, especially in the beginning of this ordeal, when, like, it's not that I didn't know what I was doing, right? But I wasn't used to the kind of traffic that I was getting in my videos. I wasn't used to such triggering subject material. I wasn't used to just the kind of like online interaction I was getting every day. And so there was a time where I was like really irritated with people like this, and I would lash out and say like, fuck you or whatever, fuck off, you know what I mean? And like, still fuck off, right? Yeah. Fuck off and watch a different channel if you don't like what I have to say. But also, I don't hate this guy. I don't feel any sort of negative emotions right now when talking about this. My concern is that he's trying to take something that I'm doing and that I voluntarily participated in and wanted to do and make it like something that's nefarious and crazy on behalf of like people that he doesn't like. And that's not fair. But I don't hate him. I think that his opinions are wrong. I think that a lot of them are, very stupid. But I don't hate him. I don't wish anything bad for him. I just don't want to talk to the guy. I wish he would leave me alone, but I can't make him leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stop him from saying stuff like this. All I can do is like tell the truth. This is what happened. This is how I found out about the case. I know these people now since after the lawsuit ended. I know the parents and I like them. We don't talk every day or braid each other's hair. We're not besties, but like I do know them now from talking to them, and I like them. I want to support them. And I've openly said that before. Like, this is not a conspiracy. I don't know why he doesn't have anything better to do than to watch like what I'm talking about when he's probably half my viewership on those videos, to be honest. So like, I don't really know what this guy is doing with his life that he's so obsessed with me and like trying to find a connection desperately to Blake Lively. But like, this has nothing to do with Blake Lively. Blake Lively's legal case against Justin Baldoni is over. She can fuck off into the sun. I can't do anything about it. I don't wish ill to her. I don't wish anything bad to happen to her. She's a woman with 4 kids, right? And so like, I think about that too. I think, she's got a family. And there was a time, like I said earlier, I was very angry because this subject matter was triggering and something deeply personal to me. And I said a lot of bad names and rude words. And sometimes I slip up, and I still do. But like, I don't wish anything bad for her. I wish everybody from this saga to move on and to live the best life that they can for their families, their children, and just so that there's no more mess like this in the world, dude. Like I'm not doing this. I don't know why this is a thing. Like leave their families alone too. Like if I went after Blake Lively's mom or something like that, these people would like lose their shit. They'd be like, "What are you doing? Leave her alone. She's nothing to, you know what I mean? Nothing to do with this." Like,
well, regardless of how people react, that's not a good thing to do, right? You wouldn't do that because it's just not a good thing to do, right?
No, that's fucking weird.
Regardless of the reaction.
This is really weird. Like his dad is like his dad is his own person. We're not besties, like I said. We don't do pinky promises. I pinky promise I'll do this or whatever, you know what I mean? And like braid each other's hair. But like I like the guy. I'm not gonna ever let somebody like this or the other weird people who say I go out to lunch with random people I've never met. Like I'm not gonna let them bully me out of talking to people that I like. I'm gonna talk to who I want to talk to, and I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. That's my choice. Just like it's his choice to do whatever the fuck he's doing here. And I never ever say, you can't do that. I never say, like he's committing a crime by doing that, right? But he tries to implicate me in all kinds of things. It's kind of strange.
Yeah. And, like I said at the beginning, it's usually a small fraction of the overall comments or audience. But what I've found is the negative comments can weigh on you if you give them too much thought or spend too much time thinking about them. What's that quote that Clayton Echard had where, your opinion of me is none of my business if we're not, friends. If I don't have your phone number, if we're not contacts. So, people can have whatever opinion they have of you or me. If I don't know them or you don't know them, like it's none of, why is it any of our business?
And the thing is, like I said, I don't look at Reddit too much anymore, but this is a subreddit that is strictly supportive of Justin and his family. So like, that's why I follow that subreddit. It's like, I'm interested in that. Right. And so this was posted to that subreddit. So I saw it. And also people had texted me about it. And that was bothering me because they were trying to implicate Sam in something that like, he didn't do anything wrong. He has nothing to do with Blake or people talking about Blake. If I went to Sam and I said, "Hey, I'm going to say this about Blake," he would probably be like, "Don't do that." You know what I mean? Like he would probably be like, "No, Lauren," but I don't ask him permission because I'm allowed to make my own decisions, form my own opinions, and say what I want to say. So, I think that I'm really upset that this guy might get them harassed for some things they didn't do. But he, like a woman is allowed to have her own choices and independent thoughts and take her own actions unless they disagree with him, and then they must be astroturfing or something. It's like really stupid.
Lori. So. We should definitely introduce Judge Mata's dad to Justin's dad. They'd probably be good buddies. I would
Judge Mata's dad actually told me about all of this stuff.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I don't really have anything else to go over tonight. I just kind of wanted to rant about that for a little bit. Leave people's families alone, man. It's parasocial and weird to like stalk people's families or friends and like try to attack them over that or like try to connect. Like just let people live, man. It's weird to not do that. If it has nothing to do with the lawsuit or a public issue that's using our public court systems, our taxpayer dollars, leave people alone, dude. If you're not hurting anybody, like just leave them alone. It's not hard. So somebody says the current Sam talking point seems to be he's super MAGA. I'm like, I've literally never gotten that vibe from this man. But okay. Never.
Even if he was, so what? I don't know.
I don't give a shit what your politics are exactly. Like I would still be your friend. Even if somebody disagrees with me on like a lot of really big issues, I tend to think that a lot of the people that I know who I disagree with, they think what they think because they really believe that's the right thing. And so like it's not nefarious. They're not trying to attack anybody, but they're just trying to do what they think is right. So I don't, even if the guy was like a red hat wearing, Gen 6 writer, I wouldn't like hate him for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's before you start getting into big arguments with people on the internet, just trying to remember, like, we're all trying to do our best with the information we have and have some grace, even if you disagree with someone. And we'll just try to deal with it the best we can here with our friends.
Yeah, right. And also I just want to point out that like everybody who has a following on the internet has people that don't like them. Everybody has people who would say not nice things about them on Reddit if you have a big enough following, like, or people are listening to what you have to say. Like, it doesn't matter if somebody says he's super MAGA. Like, I don't fucking care. If he came to me and was like, Lauren, I don't know why he would do this. If he randomly called me or like texted me and was like, Lauren, I'm super MAGA, I would be like, okay, why'd you call me? Like, I don't care. So it's just weird, you know?
I don't know.
But also, just one more point I want to bring up, and I know this comes up a lot with Ex-Patriarch because I see it a lot in people who follow me and who tweet at me and stuff like that, or like that he's blocked them. And I want to say something that a lot of people probably aren't going to like, but it's honest. It's okay for somebody to block you, dude. If you're bothering someone to the point where like you make them feel uncomfortable or negative in a way, it's okay for somebody to block you. I understand the response to that and being like, well, obviously you blocked me because you don't want to hear what I have to say, and you don't have anything to say. That you might be right, you know, but people will get to draw a line in the sand to what they're comfortable with, especially when it comes to getting messages from strangers. Mm-hmm. I block a lot of people. I blocked a lot of people because there's some crazy ass people, including this guy. I blocked him on the internet. And I think that is a boundary that he is allowed to set. I don't want to be unfair to him in that way, because I will tell you guys the truth. I blocked a lot of people. So
for sure. Like, Lauren, if I was in your YouTube comment section, like, you can block me, or a mod could whatever it is, whatever the term is, block you, hide, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not entitled to a response from you as a random person commenting on the page, if that's who I am. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I just think that everybody should be able to, like I said, draw their own lines in the sand, especially if you're somebody who does this, like YouTube stuff, and you have also like TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and whatever else that you post stuff on. Like, you're getting all kinds of weird messages on platforms all the time, and some of them go cross a line, and some of them are just like, I think this person's crazy and they're upsetting me, so I'm gonna block them. It's not the end of the world. Nobody's entitled to talk to somebody. Like, I'm here talking about what this guy said because I think it bothered me. I think it was unfair, and I think that he's, you know, intentionally misleading people. But I'm not going to like blow up his inbox and be like, "You're a bitch," you know. Like, I'm not going to do that. So, and if I did and he blocked me, he would be well within his rights to do so. So
for sure.
Yeah. Don't block me. I won't. Okay.
This is why we always said Laura Owens should probably block all of our channels, right? When we were covering that case.
Laura won't do that. She wants to hear everything everyone has to say about her.
But she'd be perfectly within her rights to do those things if she wanted to.
Yeah, for sure.
To just block and move on.
Oh, my friend Erin just texted me. She said, your hair is getting so long. Dude, it is. Look, my hair is finally longer than Bruce's hair.
That's right.
It looks a little weird right now, but it is totally.
I just did the number 7, so.
Look how flippy this is, dude. Look how flippy my hair is. It's annoying as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have to straighten it if I ever want to wear it down without a hat on. So. I
like it.
Yeah, I have really wavy hair, so when it gets down to here, it poofs out like a lion. It's like it's really weird, but yeah, I do want my hair back. So somebody says, "Does Bruce have a channel?" Hey mods, can you link to Bruce's channel? I know Bruce doesn't want to have a channel, but he does, so you should follow him.
It's true.
And one day I got a notification. It was like, your membership to Bruce the Moose has been canceled or whatever. I was like, fuck you. It's like, he's trying so hard not to be a YouTuber.
I am. I know, right? Like, but every once in a while, there's some topic out there that just, it gets in my mind and I just have to make a video about it. So, and probably that will continue until this Laura Owens criminal case is resolved one way or the other. Yeah. For sure. So.
Oh man, so that's gonna be another 5 years.
Oh no, don't tell me that.
Well, you know, she's gonna be filing restraining orders from a jail cell, so like, it's never gonna end.
Don't ruin Clayton's Friday night.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, guys, that's about all I got for tonight. My ultimate moral of the story here is, dude, talk to who you want to talk to, unless they don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
If they block you, don't talk to them, right? But like, if you want to talk to somebody and you want to, you know, have a relationship to them and it's a mutually like you like each other and you want to be friends, do it, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. Especially when there's no like weird lawsuit going on. It's like you can talk to your friends. You're allowed to care about things that they care about. You can talk about what you want. I have connected with a lot of people through YouTube and like seeing them share some of the same opinions that I do on YouTube. So I got them involved too. It's like hey, I want to talk to you about this case that I'm now learning about, and this is what I want to do. So like, who cares how I found out about it? And who cares if somebody's father has a passion project? You know what I mean? Like somebody who's related to somebody else that you don't like. It's just kind of weird to attack them like that. So, and like I never would have really brought this up if he hadn't tried to implicate the family the way that he has, because it's like that family has done nothing wrong to these people, man. They've given them so much grace. There's nothing that they can do right in these people's eyes, and I'm just kind of like, you know what? They deserve a lot better than that. So I just wanted people to know that I did this on my own accord. I talked about an interesting case on my own accord. I talked to the author of a book about it. I talked to the person working on a film about it. Like, it's just weird that this is such a thing right now. So, yeah. All right.
Very good.
That's all I got, unless Bruce has any grievances he wants to air.
Oh, the airing of the grievances. It's not even Festivus yet.
Okay.
Oh, boy. No, I'm good. TGIF, friends.
All right. See you guys later. I'm going to hit the button now. Oh, wait. Hold on. Just Jen. Thank you for the 10 jewels. Happy poop.
Oh, yeah. The happy poop jewel. That's
sorry,
good.
I just saw that. It's been like an hour. I'm so sorry. But thank you. All right. Bye, guys.